I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thoroughly enjoying the Bakuman manga. But it's important to examine and accept the flaws even within our favorite works. Bakuman, the manga by Death Note duo Sugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata, all about the manga industry, presents a real awful view on being a workaholic. At the start of Volume 6, teenage manga artist Mashiro collapses from extreme exhaustion and malnutrition. This all happens not too long after he and his partner, Shujin, finally get their manga serialized and shown in Jump. For manga creators, such a thing is a literal dream come true. A life-changing event. The duo has done this while still in high school, making this feat even more impressive. And this is all because they've worked their asses off the entire time. But with the added stress of success in the biggest manga publishing magazine in the world, this causes Mashiro to overdo it. It's here you'd think that this is the manga critiquing itself, saying that working hard at your dreams is important, but we all need breaks sometimes. Nope, it takes the opposite approach. After being hospitalized and told he needs surgery, after his mother, the doctor, and the higher-ups at Jump tell him to rest, agreeing health trumps manga, and that Mashiro and Shujin's detective trap will go on hiatus until he gets released from the hospital. Of course, Mashiro wants to keep working. There is some struggle by those around him, but eventually Shujin and the others decide to sneak work into the hospital. But then the editor-in-chief of Jump tells him that he and the higher-ups have decided that serializing high schoolers is dangerous, and that their manga will be put on hiatus until they graduate. During the argument, the EIC is framed as the villain of this arc. He's the old businessman coming down on the young creatives by imposing his power over them. Even at one point saying, having you work right now is nothing but a nuisance to us. The group fires back that it's unfair that Mashiro and Shujin are being put on hiatus for being high schoolers while their friend and rival Eiji Nozuma, who is also in high school, won't be put on hiatus. Okay, that's a fair enough point, but the EIC counters it well. He then tells them the major reason for the hiatus is the death of Mashiro's uncle, Taro Kawaguchi, a famed manga creator who was a one-hit wonder then worked himself to death trying to chase his past success, that he doesn't want to put his family through losing another loved one. Additionally, that while he will seriously review Shonen Jump's practice of serializing high school kids, Nozuma is a special case. That the EIC will do his best to treat the manga creators below him as individuals because he has recognized that Nozuma hasn't had any incidents like this and he has been serialized longer than Mashiro and Shujin. That Nozuma is a rare occurrence though. And conversely, Mashiro clearly can't handle the stress of going to school and creating manga. And that should have been made obvious when he was found passed out in his studio by his assistants. The EIC doesn't outright say it, but his actions and the subtext of his dialogue state the following. It's okay to accept this reality. It doesn't make Mashiro weaker or inferior to Nozuma as a whole, just different. That we all have our own needs. That creatives should be treated as individuals. And I can tell you as a person who has dealt with a handful of editors, the ones I enjoy working with most are the ones that recognize that. And this is all just a little depressing, that in reality we all need breaks. No matter the type of work you do, no matter if you hate it or love it, for both your physical and mental health, it's important to take a step back every now and again. Even as someone who loves doing what I'm doing right here and now, I've had to get away from it. Then you think about the background of Bakuman as a manga. So the real-life Shonen Jump decided to publish a manga in which the creators convey the message of keep working hard even with your health at risk. And it's a bit perturbing to think about. There is something uncomfortable about Shonen Jump publishing a manga about manga creators working for Shonen Jump being hospitalized in the process of overworking themselves. The message following being even if you are hospitalized from malnutrition and a failing organ, keep working towards your dreams, aka keep making manga for Shonen Jump. I don't think this message is conveyed maliciously. To invoke Occam's razor, Shonen Jump probably just okayed this out of a lack of deeper thought. Not because they're a bunch of pricks who feed off the talented, like a Remora who tires of scraps and starts taking nibbles out of their host. I'm willing to wager they're nice folks, and that Obata and Oba don't actually think you should work yourself to the point your well-being is significantly threatened. Hopefully. I know anime and manga are not entirely intertwined industries, but they are very close. So it's especially sad to read something with these views so soon after veteran animator Kazunori Mizuno passing in the discussion of overworking in the manga/anime industry which came about afterwards. I won't presume to know how prevalent overwork is in either industry, but I would not be surprised if they were fairly high. After all, many of these folks are working their dream jobs, and they likely busted their asses getting there and will continue to do so in order to stay. I don't consider this damning enough to make me outright drop Bakuman. I'm still really enjoying it. As I stated earlier, I truly believe it's important to take an unwavering critical eye to even our favorite works. As always, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. It is very much appreciated. Be sure to check out the rest of my work. This video is a bit of a precursor to what I am planning on having out later this week. Most of the time I try to get up videos every Sunday or so, but I'm not a professional, so don't hold me to it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and find it worth sharing with others, because I am genuinely trying to build this into an actual channel I can make money off of. And it'd be really cool if you'd help me out on that journey.